So this vlog is called Running on the Sidewalk. My first person that I trained when I started golf was my stepson. So I passed my PAT and I started training people. And my stepson was a very good athlete. We worked on his golf game. And one day he was frustrated and he said, I don't understand, how is it that when you say you're going to do something physical, like hit a baseball over the fence or drive a golf ball over a certain tree or, hit it next to the hole, why when you say you're going to do it, are you able to do it most of the time? That's a funny story because it's really not true, but when I really focus on things, I bring it into the universe by speaking it. And then once I speak it, I try to do it. So this is running on the sidewalk. So the way I presented it to him is I said, you see that sidewalk? If I gave you $100, can you run down it without falling into the street? And he said, absolutely. And he started to get out. I said, hold on. I said, can you run as fast as you can and not fall down and roll or fall off into the street? And he said, absolutely. So I said, okay, now what if I raise that sidewalk up 1,000 feet in the air? He said, oh, no. I could see it in his eyes. I could see it in his eyes. His brain changed. And I said, and that's the difference. So when you're running on that sidewalk on the ground, you're going to run like you've always run, like you've practiced it, like you've done it, and you're going to do it with confidence. When I raise it up, you might run differently. You might put your arms out. You might run in a way you've never run before. You have a higher chance of failing, falling, and dying if you do it different than you've done it every time. So you need to trust in what you've learned and do it that way. And that mindset is difficult to capture. So you bring the sidewalk down. When you get over a ball and you're nervous, you bring the sidewalk down. Because when you're over the ball, you're raising that sidewalk artificially. So bring it down. So you bring the sidewalk to the ground and now you can run on it. So if you have water on your right and a highway on your left and you need to hit it straight and you've practiced golf and you've hit straight balls before because you've practiced golf, you need to rely and trust in the fact that you've learned how to do this. So you have to essentially in your brain go, bring the sidewalk down and do it like I've always done it. I've done this 1,000 times. So I'm not a big fan of long swing thoughts. But sometimes when I feel that angst and that tension, I say to myself, 1,001. And that is my swing, my mental trigger, my mental tempo. Because you have a better chance of succeeding if you do it like you've always done it. It doesn't matter if this is baseball or basketball, no matter what, when you're under pressure, you have to tell yourself, bring the sidewalk down and do it like I've done it 1,000 times. So, sounds silly, I know. This really helps a lot of the people I teach. And it's not just kids, it's adults that are fully grown and they've found the fear of life. They go through stages where this is easy and then because it's getting better, they're fearful of losing it or fearful of failure or fearful of change or what might happen on the next swing. You have to let go of that. You have to bring the sidewalk down and run on the sidewalk. So anyways, that's just the tip. Press, send.